Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Horus Healing Tarot. Welcome back to my Advent Calendar event, day 5 today. As you can see, with the green tablecloth, we are back into shadow work, healing work, addressing deep-rooted wounds at this moment that you might want to address, have a sit down in a chat and a coffee and a croissant with, just to tame the beast so you can make a friend and an ally of your weak spot, and thus empowering you and strengthening you. Today we are back with the Reborn Skull tarot deck. For the clarifying one, I will be using the Secret Mirror tarot deck. So, because they are very complementary to each other, both black and white with a pop of color. For the Oracle deck, we are revisiting good old reliable what's blocking you. We're gonna perhaps utilize what's beneath, and we're gonna conclude with shadow work oracle cards. So here is everything. If you want to take a screenshot of today's tools, if you wanna for yourself, dive into it. I'm gonna try to zoom in a little clarity. Here you have a nice snapshot opportunity, and I will see you in literally 2 seconds. Peace out. Good. Whatever day you are, whatever time of the day you're stumbling on this video, hello water signs. Cheers. So, as you can see by the tablecloth, we are back into shadow work. This one is by the Witch of the Forest shadow work spread, and let's see what just popped out. Oh my god, this card. 5 of Swords. Who is being shady with you? Who is using unethical tactics to get an advantageous position over you? Your mother or someone of higher standing has definitely ended a major cycle. Okay, so I don't want to be negative, but if your mother figure has passed away, you have my deepest condolences, although the word is not necessarily that meaning, but I'm just saying, just because it's like a major wrap up. If you have broken relationship with a motherly figure, again, my condolences. I hope it's for the best for the both of you. This is a bit of a heavy message. Water signs, what's happening with you guys? There is an emotional offer coming along, so be ready for that. An emotional gesture, someone of impactful significance. The Knight of Cups is very emotionally driven, or that might be you carrying out a gesture for someone significant in your life. Considering it's the Christmas season, the holidays, that might be such a beautiful romantic thing. Cooking for someone or doing something impactful like assembling furniture or whatever that is practical. There is a sense of second revival also with the Judgment. So forgiveness, rising above situations, healing, forgiving, opening up lines of communication. And as I say that, the Page of Wands popped out, so this is definitely good news on the horizon. What have you walked away from? Temperance. So, or you needed to walk away in order to restore balance and heal something in your life. But you have invested a lot into a situation that you needed to walk away from, and now you are taking a bit of time out, being patient with yourself to just contemplate and heal and process the things that have happened, in order to take a lesson from them, to grow and to nurture yourself, to bring back homeostasis, to get back into that. And again, the Five of Wands, we had this for Earth. So was there a conflict in your life that you had to step away from? A relationship that was more conflict than giving, more drama than pleasure. Earth signs, but there is happiness on the horizon. Maybe with that second breath of fresh air, with the judgment, the revival, maybe there is now clarity and healing. Although someone is being defensive in this whole situation, or you're just being cautious. And again, patience, patience, patience. But it either with your very significant other, or the next chapter with this significant other, rising the importance, the exclusivity, the meaningfulness of the relationship. Trust your intuition. Things will be given back to you in fair amounts, in the amount that you have given in the past. It's restoration, balance, harmony. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And again, another card of patience. So the patience of taming the beast, of being resilient, of seeking clarity. With this combination here, you have seen your actions from the past, actions of others in the past. You have used self-control, and now there is clarity, communication, and just self-awareness, potentially. Just things being clear, which is a beautiful thing. Check in your social groups, or was this message to your social groups, the group chat, your community? Good festive times ahead. No, that's not like, if you have been cutting yourself off socially, now is the time to get back into the swing of things. Manifesting, swift manifestation, like just beautiful, rapid energy, action, movement, swiftness, but also directionality, but also clarity. And just as I speak that, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So it might be swift, but it have been long coming. Trust your intuition. And if things have been delayed and slowed down, it's because they wanted to have a very practical, grounded means to achieve whatever. So things are picking up after a long delay. Chariot and Knight of Wands. So yeah, whatever has been delayed and slowed down is now seriously picking up and taking momentum towards the finish line, towards victory, towards success. Again, a beautiful energy there. So water signs, let me see what's up for you. this will be a 7-card spread. So 3, 4, 2, 3, and I'm gonna obviously use the bottom as my clarifier, and this is whack. We had the Magician for, I just did, was it air signs? Yeah, air signs. Magician was on the first one, now you have it at the second. That's interesting. Oh no, it was Earth, sorry. Earth signs had its communication. Something, and you too, interesting. Earth also had that. I'm just gonna switch these in case I need clarifying cards. Okie dokie dokie. So, Shadow Work, Tarot Spread by the Witch of the Forest. Position number 1. What shadow aspect do I need to focus on now? And it's your finances and the way you handle, manage, and receive your finances, your material resources with the Lovers. So this is like a higher level commitment. This could definitely be related to your household, your meaningful partnership, your spouse. This is how you love yourself, how you protect yourself, how you nurture yourself, how you receive these within and inside yourself, but also within and inside the dynamic of your significant relationship with your partner. Are you the one who is the most giving, or you're the one who is most receiving? What's the balance in this situation? And why do you need to focus on the material, nurturing, receiving, giving aspects in your relationship? Is there something at fault, or something lacking, or something a little out of balance? Is it balanced? Like, so let's suppose that you are doing all the housework and they provide all the financial stability. Is this what you have agreed upon? Do you feel stuck and limited to one role? Do you want more freedom? Do you want to be more expressive, more creative, more managerial in some aspect? Because what you need to focus on is your resources. So are you budgeting appropriately? Are you envious of your partner? Is the discrepancy between your shared, or the shared but also the individual worth and value and financial resources, that different, that there is discrepancy, that arises a shadowy, dark energy in your perhaps subconscious, or just like pesky thoughts here and there? Let me see. For my water signs, Aquarius, Pisces, and Scorpio. Anything else we can do from here? What is this aspect that they need to be aware of? Oh, interesting, we have an ending. So are you ending a major relationship here with the Lovers? And so this is 2 major arcana because of some discrepancy. I keep having that word on my mind. It's like really nagging me. Discrepancy. Something wasn't equal, fair, balanced, especially involving resources, resource management, or just nurturing, but that's also a resource that you manage, how much you give, how much you nurture, how much you spend, the quality of the gifts, of the time, of the efforts, of the gestures. And so now there is an end to that. Going to position number 2, why do I need to focus on this aspect? Because you are manifesting something that you are manifesting change, transitions. So if things were on, if the scales were off, if things were out of balance in your significant relationship thus far, it definitely highlights why things are ending, changing, and why you wrap up a major chapter in your life in regards to being the nurturing, providing, healing, caring, practical energy to your significant other. And you need to be conscious and aware and in the clear, in the know, so that you can properly manifest your path forward. So you have a clear direction, light, a goal, clear path ahead, and just managing your resources so that you can manifest exactly what you want, how you want, having full control over, or as much control as you can, over the potential outcome of what you want to attract into your 3D life. But if you're not aware of what the disparity was prior, it might cloud your processes and your ability to clearly design and want and work towards what you want. So that's why you really need to focus on the first set of cards in order to have clarity proceeding forward. What needs to be released to facilitate healing, communication, especially if you have grudges with this person, this energy. Then the 9 of Cups. So this is a bit of a interesting duology here, or duo, because the 9 of Cups is normally wish fulfillment, but here it almost comes off as selfishness, or as you putting your desires and your wants and your needs first and foremost, not thinking of sharing your cup of emotionality and abundance with the others. If you have been too stingy and holding on to your stuff, but I don't know, it kind of contradicts what I felt earlier on. Like, it's like you aim for wish fulfillment, so you need clarity, but in order to have that, you need to heal this aspect of you, and this communication can be just within yourself, and just like looking yourself in the mirror and telling, this is what I thought I wanted, but it didn't happen the way I wanted 80-90%, so let's gonna go back to the drawing board, be more clear, and instead of focusing on physical 3D aspects, I'm gonna focus on abstract, fulfilling, emotional aspect that I want in order to feel fulfilled and satisfied and wish granted energy. But you also need to release maybe too high expectations or too high desires, things that are literally out of your reach. The way the cups are above the character's head feels like it's wishful thinking, but it's so absurd that it's out of reach, or the character, he or she, is not ready to grab that wish fulfillment yet, because something in the past is not cleared enough, not put to rest, in order to able to materialize that wishful thinking, to have that cup in your hand, you need to first clear past wounds, past trauma, past things that are keeping you. And I'm looking at the way the vines are growing on her throne. These things that are literally, like in fantasy movies, how the vines usually like literally wrap around characters to like pull them to the ground. You need to get rid of whatever that is with that card in order to be able to manifest in a clear, concise way to grab the wish fulfillment. But in order to have that fast-paced, clear communication, you need to end something and let go of a whole set of perhaps beliefs or patterns or way of seeing, thinking, managing, preparing, owning material things, or limiting beliefs, even though it's a Pentacles are technically 3D technical weighted cards. I will sneak in a bit of actions and abstract concepts that can weigh you down the way a heavy pentacle can weigh you down. How can I do this in the best way? By being honest, genuine, and vulnerable and authentic, but also very fair and balanced. So this goes back to what I said. The combination of your Queen of Pentacles and the Lovers, I felt something unfair and unbalanced, and now you need to bring back that balance. You need to bring forth justice, equilibrium, equity, equality, whatever word you feel the most attracted to define the sense of balancing out the scales and making things literally just balanced out, like fair and honest, vulnerable, genuine, with the lens of the innocence of a child going into the process. So no lying, no shady stuff, no hiding, no subterfuges, no half-truths and stuff like that. If you want to communicate, you have to be really honest and grab the bull by the horns, say things as they are, really address situations, emotions, feelings, need for change, cutting things that are weighing you down, things that were unfair, unbalanced, really like a solid, hardcore, difficult chat with yourself, with your partner, in order to have clarity, but in a safe, vulnerable space where the hurt is healing and not destroying. Like when you have a sore muscle, you work that a little more, you push yourself, and the next day it will hurt like hell, but then 2 days later you're like, holy shit, this feels like a brand new muscle or brand new limb sort of thing. What hard truths must I acknowledge to help me heal? Something about hidden fears, and Ace of Wands bringing clarity, inspiration, and the spark. So if you have been hiding things or being uncertain about things or relaying too much on a very tiny, minute set of information to guide yourself, that is now over-ish. We are in that era where the universe will literally give you the spark of inspiration of go left or right, and there will be a box of matches or a discarded abandoned flashlight, so you can shed a light on that to better guide yourself proceeding forward. But the truth is, were you the hard truth, and it feels like, have you been willingly remaining in the dark to avoid having to confront this this truth, this spark, this illumination, literally, because the Ace of Wands can be literally like a piece of wood on fire that will at least illuminate partially your immediate surroundings. And the hard truth that you must acknowledge is that you have been lingering too long in this darkness, this purposeful avoidance of the light being shown, as in how's it being shined upon, but in the past, so shown upon the situation. And so it might be a little painful, it might be disagreeable, but you need to confront that in order to move forward and be more aligned with your wish fulfillment. It is a hard process, I know, I've been there, but it's a necessary process so that you get what you truly want and not the illusion of what you thought you want, because whatever aspect in your life made it look better than what it is, but it not necessarily aligned with you and your core identity, your core self. It's like it looks good on camera, it looks good on TikTok, on social media, but when you are placed in that same setting, you are like overwhelmed and lost and just freeze panic, because it's not who you are. What lesson can examining this shadow aspect teach? Again, a sense of shared energy, which is go back to the Justice card, conflict. So this is about conflict within your relationship with your significant other, the one that you love, that he or she loves you equally. It's a mutually shared, reciprocated energy. And let me just gather my thoughts and arrange these. Come on. And again, going back to the Lovers, which card number 1, the Two of Cups is like basically the minor arcana version of the Lovers. What lesson can examining this shadow aspect teach? That it's the way you manage and handle your very significant, meaningful relationships without conflict or without petty conflict. Because the Five of Wands is, I mean, literally wands. So first off, fire, energy, creativity. But wands used for a fight are lesser than swords, who can really harm and cut and leave more serious wounds. On the original cards, it's almost like a playful battle on the field. It's like a sunny day. They're almost having fun, but it just got a little too far because someone started this thing of I'm better than you, and then somebody replied, and then a third came in, and a fourth and a fifth. And so instead of being like a practice thing, it became a little deeper, a little more unhinged. And the lesson that you need to take away from this is that when things are hidden in the relationship, it affects everything on all levels. So you need to be honest and clear, coming forth, bold, confident in ending or squashing the beef before it has a chance of evolving into something bigger. So nip it in the bud, literally. And for that, you need to allow yourself to be vulnerable, to be open, to allow yourself to hear some things that might hurt you, that will hurt you, that are not agreeable, and especially coming from your partner. But it's a necessary step to grow stronger, to grow resilient, and to find the weak spot, the vulnerabilities, the weaker foundations in time, so that you don't linger too much, so that the universe doesn't have to send the freaking tower to crumble all that you know and all that you are comfortable in. How can I use this lesson for information? to help me in my life right now, for once building your household, your family, your home, and healing. So all of this stuff thus far basically serves you in shedding light in what to do, what to embrace, what to accept, what to welcome in your life in order to find balance, healing, and patience. But again, temperance and justice are very similar, so that it benefits your household, your home, when you build your solid partnership going back to the Lovers and the Two of Cups. All of this is you knowing a current darker aspect of you, or something that you don't necessarily want to address or face or confront or even acknowledge, that might cause conflict with your partner, and you need to know that so that you can build a stronger foundations for your relationship and your house and your marriage and the long-term setting of your union with whoever this significant person in your life is. Because the end goal is really to be at peace, have a safe, open channel of communication so that both are on the same page, both value each other, their differences, and how the opposing forces bring unity and create something beautiful. I'm so sorry, I didn't check my camera and it totally ended at some point. So the end goal, the end message here is that you need to alchemize your situation with theirs, bring balance, because the happier you are, the more serene you are, the calmer you are, the more able you are to manifest, especially your wish fulfillment. And with that, open communication will bring fairness and stability. You need to be vulnerable and just and fair, accept criticism, accept potentially maybe a little things that might bruise or hurt your ego a little, but it's coming from a genuine place of love and care. And if it's delivered a little immaturely, be aware that it's not meant with intentional harm. But you need to allow that bridge, that spark, that light to shine the light on both of y'all's darker aspects, but especially yours, since I'm reading for you, so that you can better navigate this very significant, important relationship in your life. And now I will shuffle the oracle cards, and hopefully I wasn't yapping for too long. I really need to be mindful of checking my camera's time thingy and not let it go too far, because I was really like in the zone yapping. So water signs, what do you need to know at this time? Water signs, please. Oh, there was one there that flipped. I saw you. There you are. Wait. Oh no, wait, that's all. Sorry. Wrong oracle. Misplaced. Water signs. Jesus, what did I do? Water signs. What's the message for my water signs? Oh, okay. On social, you need to get out and mingle with new people so you can meet someone. Especially if you've been single for a long time and you do actually, feel like you need other people in your life to spice things up a little. It's not, we are not forcing that on you, but it's the holidays, so it's the time to be friendly with family and friends and receive and get out and just, it actually also feels good on the soul to, like, you know, socialize and have those small interactions to prove that yes, you do mean something to someone out there. Something for my water signs, please. Whoa, 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 whoa. I said something, not like a whole deck. In their fields, that could be, and here, oh, interesting. So wait, bugaboo, and we have tired of drama. Okay, so someone may have caused you something, and now they are all caught up in their feelings. And what is bugaboo? Sorry, I'm not familiar with that expression. Hater. Are you the hater? Are they the hater? Are they hating what they did to you? But you are definitely, obviously, tired of drama, so there's that. Are you the one to be held accountable for the drama? Because water signs tend to be intense. Hidden desires. Your deepest desires hold the seed of your potential. Go back to my very first day one read. It was about your secrets, hearts, desires. Or was it love one? Longing, passion, fulfilled. Considering we have the lovers and the two of cups, this is definitely significant for you water signs at this time. So definitely if you know, go out there, mingle, maybe you will meet someone, like the first card suggested. But also be cautious of the words that you use and how you use them. Try to be balanced, measured, mindful, demure, to bring that meme out. And if you can avoid conflict, obviously avoid conflict. If you see something arising, just nip it in the bud. Take care of yourself, nurture yourself. What can I say more? Be open to be vulnerable. Don't hide, don't fear, don't let toxicity and uncertainty and all those pesky things get a hold of you. Because as a water sign, you tend to be like in your emotions. Your emotions are heightened more than the other signs. I don't see swords except on justice, but there are no swords, but be a bit more rational when you are too emotional, just to like bring balance to the situation. And with that being said, I will definitely leave you here. Now my battery is flashing, so peace out.